So in the span of one weekend, North America's basically done their entire competitive seed shuffle without Europe making a single meaningful adjustment. I'm expecting them to start exploding with roster announcements at some point soon, but for right now I wanted to weigh in on everything that's happened over the past couple of days. My reason for not covering it then? Mental was chalked the whole weekend, but it's alright, we're good now. Fnatic's made an acquisition that I don't think anyone saw coming. The North American League confirmed that Altiora has dropped out and turning it into a 9-team league. Mirage, Oxygen, and the Soniqs all finalized their 2021 rosters, and Era Eternity has dropped their Brazilian team. Wait, why is that in the script? Let's start with the Australians. Fnatic are still trying to get their moving situation squared away so that they can join the APAC North Division as planned heading into the next season, but once they can get him there, Alphama will be joining their active lineup. The Frenchie went from Giants to E-United last year, but then decided to add another region to his list by hopping over to APAC. What? Dude fell in love with Chick-fil-A when he was over here, but rather than try again in North America or even in Europe when he had to move back, he's taking a trip the opposite way around the world to compete in Japan. Does Japan even have Chick-fil-A? Oh, wait, no, I don't think they do. Oh, no. I'm not going to refocus my camera, but all of these results is just nothing. Oh, Alphama, what are you going to do? I was curious about who Alphama was going to replace on Fnatic, because they've always been a proponent of the 6-man roster. But the news came out today that Aces will no longer be a part of the team. He's been in that 6-man position for a really long time, really only doing content creation from what I could tell for the past couple of months, but Fnatic liked their options better with Alphama whenever he's able to play. Still don't know who we would swap out on the active roster, but that'll be determined once he's able to get to Japan, and Fnatic are also able to get out of Australia's holding pattern and head to Japan themselves. So it'll be Magnet, Tex, Lusty, Mentalist, and Styx for the foreseeable future. Second thing, Alphama's ex-teammates on E-United now have also found safe refuge. Kanzan, Yeti, Grixer, and Rexen will be the 4 players joining Super on that lineup this year, which to see this kind of bounce back and all of those players staying on for the next year is really nice to see. Though I don't think I would call this E-United with Super. The way that this team could run might be entirely different from how it was with Meepy and Bagel. So I'm calling this a new look Soniqs team rather than a new look E-United. There might be some similarities, but this shouldn't be something that we've seen before, especially not with Super at the helm. Also in North America, Oxygen released 2 veterans in Slashhug and Biologic for 2 young bloods in Yaga and Kino. Couple of things about this one. Bio says his decision to leave was made a long while ago and communicated to his coaches that he wanted to depart the team after the Invitational, or when it was supposed to happen. He left the team of his own accord, but for Slash, it looks more like the team let him go. But we can talk about their 2 new players. Yaga has been playing Siege at a competitive level for years, but didn't turn 18 until just recently, and played Challenger League during Stage 2 last year with 8. He also had the kill record in Stage 2 with 100, and no one else in that season even came close. Kino also has CL experience. He played with the Favelas all of last season, and he's also making history now as the first Brazilian player to make it to North American Tier 1. That's pretty dang. I'm very happy to see these guys who've been playing below the pro level for a while getting their call-ups. It's just a matter of how they're going to do once they're on that team. No, I'm not biased because I'm a Challenger League caster. I've casted these guys several times before, and it's wonderful to see them get their comeuppance. In this case, OXG is yet another team that's favoring young skill over veteran talent, so I'm very keen on seeing how Yaga and Kino mesh with the rest of the squad. Mirage also got their lineup down with Nyx, Hot and Cold, Dream, Silent, Benji Mula, and Quartz. And the reason for 6 players is because Quartz does not have his visa stuff in order, so they'll be playing without him for maybe the first stage, if not longer. They also confirmed Guerrera as their head coach and DNA as their analyst, which means the whole family is getting back together again, because DNA is Nyx's dad and Hot and Cold's uncle. They haven't been on a team together since before SK Gaming's roster went to Dark Zero, like way back when, but I'm kind of hoping that Nyx and Hot and Cold might be able to reignite some of that old DZ energy too. But what strikes me is that of the 20 players who used to be in the Canadian division before it was merged, only 1 Canadian made it to the NAL from that system. Yeesh. Roster looks good though. Final thing, the North American League is being changed again, from 10 teams down to just 9 after it was confirmed that Altiora is pulling out of Siege altogether, and Ubisoft is not currently looking to fill their spot with a 10th license holder. Kind of a yike, but it isn't as bad after first glance. First, it was Altiora's decision to pull out and not Ubisoft revoking anything. And if I'm honest, Altiora did not seem like an org who'd be able to house a team in Las Vegas. They hardly did even social media coverage. Like, they just didn't seem like they were well equipped to do that job. And it was already unfortunately made clear that they wouldn't be able to get their Canadian roster to Vegas anyway. So, in effect, when this was announced, no one lost their spot because of it, aside from Altiora no longer having a license. And the NAL is totally capable of only handling 9 teams. You either keep the same schedule and drop 1 match off every playday, or you remove 1 playday straight up just from the end of the season. The format change has not been revealed as of yet, but it isn't the end of the world. I'm just hoping that we can do Stage 1 like really well in the hopes of enticing some other org to enter for the start of Stage 2 or something. I highly doubt that the North American League will stay as a 9-team league for the entirety of 2021. It's just a matter of what org comes to play with the right offer. I guess in other news, Kendrew was officially released from Na'Vi, but he says he's already got another team lined up, though Na'Vi itself also may still not be done making changes. We're still waiting on Disrupt to announce 2 new players, figuring out what the hell is happening with Tempera, and there may be a whole MIBR FaZe Clan shakeup in the works. Lots more still to come on this edition of Rostermania. So, if you want to stay up to date on everything, please hit up my Twitter, my Twitch, and this YouTube channel for more in the coming days. Please and thank you. And I think this might just be the first time that I've uploaded twice on the same day. I'm tired as hell. Needless to say, I'll see you on stream tomorrow. Peace.